And we got a very special guest this morning. Very special indeed. We're talking to New York Times best-selling author Dean Koontz, and we're going to talk to him about his new book, which isn't exactly by him. It's by your dog. Is that right, Dean?
It's actually a book called Bliss to You by my dog Trixie, who passed last year but is still writing. She did her first book a few years ago was a book called Life is Good, and it outsold, was her first hardcover, and it outsold my first hardcover 14-1. So that was a little hard to take for the ego for a while, but I got used to it.
Yeah, now this is now a different type of book along the lines. You have the thriller-type books, you know, the mysteries and the dramas, and Trixie's kind of giving more of an advice.
It's a philosophical humor dog book. She, from the dog's perspective, from her little voice, she gives you her wisdom of life, mixed in with those moments of humor and everything, are her actual 8 steps to bliss. Because if you've ever had a good dog, or you like dogs, or you've watched dogs, you know that dogs exist almost in a permanent state of bliss. And Trixie has broken down the 8 steps that human beings could learn from dogs about how to achieve that bliss every day in your life.
So, Dean, we have a lot of advice here from Trixie, a lot to learn from her. What's the greatest thing you've ever learned from Trixie?
I think I learned from Trixie to pay attention to the small stuff. She was here only about 2 days. She was a former canine companion for independent service dog. She was in service with a young woman who lost both legs in a traffic accident, and Trixie was in service for just 6 months and then had elbow surgery herself and had to be taken out of service, and that's when she came to live with us at 3. So when she came, my wife and I were workaholics at that time, still are, but we would go working till 7:30. Trixie would come to the desk at 5, put her paw on my leg, then her chin, looking up at me with those eyes, and it was over. You weren't allowed to work past that time.
Now, actually, you collect money for a charity, which is kind of related to what she used to do, help people with disabilities, right?
Well, we've been involved with Canine Companions for Independence for probably 20 years, and Trixie now gives, as she always has, all of her book royalties to Canine Companions.
Well, we thank Trixie for some of the wisdom, like when you stop to smell the roses, be careful not to inhale a bee.
Yes, I never judge a person by his appearance, judge him by his smell.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, I like that one. Well, it sounds like Trixie did a lot of good while she was alive, and even here in the afterlife, she's still doing some good.
Well, as she said, there is this insane need to write in the Koontz family line, so that the other night when she wanted to howl at the moon, she sat down and wrote about howling at the moon. So.
Wow. Well, Dean Koontz, thank you so much for talking with us. It's been a pleasure, and we look forward to some more books from Trixie.
And you as well.
Oh, yeah, you too.
Don't forget me.
Never could.
Thank you, Dean.
Thank you.